Greetings and welcome into another edition of the Somerville Sports Update from our Scat TV studios here in downtown Union Square. My name is Matt Noonan. An exciting 24-7 win last Friday evening over Peabody has Somerville High School football fans very excited for another edition of Friday Night Lights football this week when the Highlanders welcome Lynn English to Dilboy Stadium. A trio of field goals from Emerson Clems, along with a fourth quarter touchdown pass from Elijah Jeffries to Lucas St. Jean, helped the Highlanders pick up their first win of the season. That win also helped them move up in the latest Boston Herald Division 5 North Pole 2 spots to the 5th position. After the game, Clems, Jeffries, and wide receiver Giovanni Pierre shared their thoughts on what an opening day win means to them.
It was pretty good. It was the first win. We started off not too good, but we stayed together, we stuck together as a team, and we followed through the whole game, and we got what we had to do.
Giovanni, same question, just kind of talking to your perspective, first win.
We knew Peabody was going to be a great team, and I came out and I fumbled the first play of the game, but I knew I had to get my team back. And we just came back and made plays. Everyone came back and made plays.
He won us the game, for real. He really won us the game. That was some tremendous kicks by him.
Yeah.
I thank him for that. He won the game for us.
And same for you, obviously, just talk about the kicking game.
Same thing. He's probably the best kicker we've ever seen around here. I mean, he helped us. He put us over the top today.
Sure, and just also the defensive performance too. There was some big third down stops, and obviously, getting a fourth down at the end of the game here, setting up obviously a touchdown for you guys. Just talk about that.
Defense is always making plays. That's our job, to get the offense back on the field and put 6 up on the board.
Elijah, same question.
Defense, I'm glad they did that. They got an offense a chance to get back in the game, and I just thank the defense for that.
Yeah, that's probably would be the toughest game during the season, but teams are good. We're going against very good teams, and that's how it works. We're here on Dilboy next week too, and gotta get the wins for Somerville.
All right, so as I mentioned, the Highlanders, they're back in action on Friday. That's again this Friday when they host Lynn English, which won its season opener over Beverly last Saturday. Following their meeting with the Bulldogs, the Highlanders, they will hit the road for a 3-game road trip, and one of those games includes a big stop in Gloucester on September 22nd. Switching gears now to Somerville girls volleyball. The Highlanders, they opened their season by sweeping Lynn English in 3 straight sets before falling to Revere last Friday. The loss to the Patriots, however, seems to be a distant memory for Coach Stephen Walker's team, which is keeping the focus on this week's opponent, Lynn Classical. That match is scheduled for Friday, September 15th. For more on the girls' volleyball season thus far, as well as what players have stepped up for the Highlanders this season, let's send it over to seniors Melina Pimentel, Samantha Fitzgerald, and Maria Sim.
Being my senior year, I just want to give it my all, have as much fun as I can. Team goals, I'd like to make it to the tournament, but overall just have a good team chemistry, end the year right, and it's the first season of the year, like the first sports season, so just like kind of start off the year on a good note.
Well, I think we're a really strong team. I think everyone kind of brings their own certain abilities to the team. I see like a pretty good season ahead of us.
Like from our first couple matches and even just our practices, I feel like our team has a lot of potential. We get along as people, so it really helps us get along as teammates, so I feel like that'll work really well throughout the rest of the season. I'm super proud of all of the juniors that have come up to our team because obviously they've been on JV and freshmen for the past couple years, so they haven't really known anything varsity, but their attitudes are definitely varsity level. If they happen to not be playing, they still have really good attitudes, and when they are playing, they step up to the challenge and they, do as much as they can. They don't really just give up. And I honestly feel like they don't seem to be intimidated by being underclassmen, and that's really awesome because you can't really be intimidated by being an underclassman in order to be a great player, and they are all great players.
Yeah, I agree. I just feel like we should really focus on like kind of setting the stage for them and being like a good role model to kind of what they're going to be doing as seniors and upperclassmen.
Basically all of the juniors. I'm really proud of all of them. They went from playing on a JV team that had a losing record to coming to varsity and playing with all of us who have been playing together since freshman year, and we mix so well together, and it makes me really proud to see that like these girls actually want to be here, committed to play, and they're doing everything they can to make sure that we have a good season.
All right, thank you, Melina, Samantha, and Maria. So again, the Highlanders, they are back in action this Friday when they visit Lynn Classical for a 6 p.m. first serve. They will then return to the court next Monday with a trip to Marblehead before returning home for 2 matches on Tuesday and Thursday. And if you want more Highlander updates, then make sure to follow Somerville High School Athletics on Twitter right now. Their Twitter handle is the following. It's at SHS Highlanders. They are also on Instagram too. And speaking of following people on social media, how about tossing the Somerville Journal a follow too, both on Twitter and Facebook. Like us today right now on the Somerville Journal Facebook page, and you can also follow us on Twitter at Ville Journal. Well, that will do it for another edition of the Somerville Sports Update. For the hardworking crew behind the scenes, my name is Matt Noonan. We'll see you next week, Somerville sports fans.